And yeah, it can be a bit frustrating, right, when you're trying to play this kind of run-at-you lineup and enemies just
have Hex.
They have Hex, their puck gets away, Visage flies over a wall.
You don't have enough cash to be able to make this work, so especially in the early mid-game before Wraithing becomes online, as they also kill Taiga, you're going to need Amar to fulfill that role.
Yeah. And this is something that this is why I always say it feels so difficult to draft against BetBoom, because you have to, it feels necessary to ban these kind of cheese heroes. Yeah, bot lane.
What a shackles, by the way. Under tower, the Hex on top of that. Soneko gets to kill an unsuspecting Nyx assassin, taking advantage of the trees nearby. And now with the Dream Coil from Laurel, who decided to join in here, they broke that static link immediately. That Dream Coil's keeping Amar in place. Now with the shackles, they make sure he can't go anywhere. His infused Raindrops will be wasted and killed as Seb, the last victim of this engagement. They want the kill, and with the Hex, they'll guarantee it. OG lose 3 down bot.
Yeah, and BZM, he TPs back to the mid lane, right? As that's just a deny, quote-unquote, by Soneko.
Yeah, he got an early game lead, right? He got enough items. He went for the phase boots and also the single bracer, which allows you to put a lot more pressure onto the Wraith King. In fact, noticed, thinking of the pressure, he's just the one creep shy from level 6, tried to get it. But due to the cliff there, they stop him out. So clever here
6
from
XP. But that is now going to be Amar's 3rd death of the game as they drop the snakes down bottom. Amar not even really that close to level 6. As the Fortify is going to be used, Amar trying to nuke the wave. 3 points here in the plasma field makes it pretty easy as Taiga is going to show up for the stun on a Soneko. Here's BZM with the rotation as well. Searing Chains, just level 1 here, not enough for the kill. Soneko thinking about turning. There's the coil, it catches 3 into the shackles, trying to out-heal the damage. Not good enough though, as the Hawk will bonk once, twice. The bells ring for Amar as he's sent back to the fountain. Laurel back onto Taiga with a nice silence. There's going to be an Impale ready once he's not silenced anymore. He will make it up to the cliff. And speaking of wards, the...
there we go. See, Hex shackles again, but he shackled the Nyx a little bit too late. He got a Spike Carpus off, actually.
There's, what was I going to say? Oh, right. So the top tower was taken. Serpent Wards didn't get that tower, so it's at least a little bit of a win there for OG, as Seb is going to die here. He does at least secure space for BZM to get the haste from bottom, and he's going to look for the kill onto Laurel. With haste, this might just be about guaranteed, and he even commits the remnant to guarantee it.
OG, they're holding the high ground here, though, at least on the Nyx. This is more of a smoke-breaking high ground rather than an actual fighting high ground. A BZM, very interesting. He decided to play the dead lane most because they don't want to sacrifice their supports. Nyx covers him. That's the goal. Taiga will die. It's not a big deal. The whole point is that BZM can now could farm safely with the security that Nyx will die for him.
Yep. Skellies are going to be bursted by the tower down bottom. Laurel even's going to rotate on over. He knows Yuragi's in the area. There is, of course, level 2 reincarnation, but Soneko as well is going to surprise him. Here comes Amar, though, only with the Midas and the Ogre Axe, as that might be the first life here onto Yuragi. Amar not sure what he could do here, as Seb holding onto the Winter's Curse as they look for the second life.
Yeah, he's trying to run away, but the Dream Coil is keeping him leashed. He's trying to get out of vision here. God's Rebuke will break that coil as Soneko snacks the kill. Laurel wanted to go to the high ground. Seb apparently was forced to a low ground as he landed, but they didn't have enough damage or stun to cancel that TP. They could potentially just try to spear him to the tree or spear into the arena as it goes. Oh, the leash is used first. Perfect. And with this, they can actually break it with the spear. They use the arena just in case, and that extra damage won't even be needed as BCM is destroyed.
Yep. That's pickoff after pickoff. The net worth lead, not too bad though, really. Not really favoring BetBoom by much. AC is about to be completed, which means the Hawk is going to be more eager to join these fights. As we can see them actually group as 5, looking for a fight around the tier 2. If they can continue taking these lopsided fights, it's going to make it more and more difficult for Seb to be able to counter-initiate here. But he has got Blink, so this could be the moment. But for now, it's Taiga in trouble underneath the tier 2 tower as they commit the wards again.
Nice job.
It's AC, BKB's back for now the Mars. 7-second duration, sure, but that's a big one here, especially if they can catch Amar without his own BKB ready.
And noticed?
Vision.
The Amar! Quick jump from Soneko. The Hex is impeccable. And the Mystic Flare, not so much. Amar, though, will still die thanks to the arena from Noticed. You know, actually, I think that smoke was because the Hawk was about to hit level 15. He just hit it, so it was perfect to actually get the kill and go straight into the Roche. And now this level 15, which is the minus armor and the familiars, allows you to take the Roche faster. But OG knows this, which is why they're going to try to fight this.
It's
Hex
dangerous.
on Yuragi.
Everyone in BetBoom has buyback. Everyone.
But they are missing 2 ultimates here, Mystic Flare and the arena. However, Dream Coil is still available. Seb has been killed off quickly. Yuragi turned into a chicken. But Soneko, he's going to suffer for this. He's being burnt down, Soneko. He knows he has to die. The Hawk takes the first life off of this Wraith King as the spear finished off Taiga as well. Yuragi going back to the high ground. BZM activates his BKB. They're fighting near a funnel spot, but they keep the high ground vision, and that allows OG to at least retreat safely. Taiga will not be so lucky. He TP'd without any vision. He got punished for it. Force Major TPing in the same position, and Yuragi is ready to kill him off.
Yeah, he is, and now BZM with a little Spirit Bomb there finds the Hawk without a BKB of his own. He can't actually get the kill as that's a 3-man stun there on the Visage Familiar stun, and a Stone Form and 35% HP recovery. Okay, top lane. The Tinker Ward pays off.
It does. And now they know, of course, there's a Tinker Ward there. Now you have Tower Push in addition to also great ganking.
And again, I think this is a lot to do with the fact that Curse is really what you're scared of. Allowing you to approach these fights from wherever you please is going to make them so much easier as they see Seb. A good blink out in time, but Amar is going to be caught behind and pushed inside the Serpent Wards. They need a little bit more follow-up damage, and Laurel there to silence Seb, immediately trapped inside the arena, but they can't quite kill him, so he's going to go inside the Cold Embrace as Amar, kept alive, is going to be able to get through Soneko, getting the BKB off Seb, dies to the right-click damage of Dahak, as that's only the first life down from Laurel.
Uriah goes back in. He's hoping to at least kill Notice. He's hitting him from behind, but the BKB get activated by Notice. One last quick would do the trick. Notice tries to push him out, but in fact, God's Rebuke goes more for the damage. And he does manage to kill off Uragi. He loses his first life. Notice is still alive. Another chasing after him. Dahak is willing to go under the tower. Laurel as well, who phase shifts the stun, kills him with Waning Rift. And OG, they played that really well, honestly, currently fighting head-on, and this is not the play you want to make. Soneko came to help him with the help of Force Major as well. They might just be bleeding people here. Soneko has the Essence Ring, tanking a fair amount, but it will eventually fall. That Aether Shock actually worked against him as Force Major, next target, 1 second for the Impale. Force Major trying to flap his wings desperately, but they're not going to send him home.
Taiga is a prime hero to break these smokes with the jump. True Sight's a bit scary. Amar this time gets off the BKB though, and there's a counter initiation. Notice force back with Soneko jumping onto Uragi. As they do see Taiga, they're going to look and get through him first. Essence Ring won't keep him up, and BZM jumps the backline. Silence not going to do anything against the BKB, as he will at least cut through both supports. As we get into a new phase of the team fight here, both teams looking to counter initiate.
Taiga is going to be the next target here, and he is going to be the one to die as BetBoom. They want to poke and prod. They don't know if they can continue this too much. Dreamco has been committed, but they don't want to overcommit here. Finally, with a spear, they get a chance. Winter's Curse is available. We'll make the first usage. There we go. And the first usage is going to kill Notice thanks to the Familiars. In exchange for the Wraith King's first life, though, Laurel leaves himself close to Uragi, who starts the BKB. He knows Soneko's a target. Soneko's surprisingly tanky, though. They need the help of Amar, and Soneko will fall. But Laurel hitting Uragi a bit too hard. That combination of Waning Rift plus Steel Orb has to be saved thanks to the Cold Embrace, which will out-heal both Armlet and the Witchblade. Laurel still looking to snipe him, though. Instead, we'll settle for Seb. I don't know about this one, Laurel. You might be punished. They break the Lincolns, and even though he got Seb, he loses his life for it, and Uragi will get to live this fight.
Yes, he will, and I think that's a mistake from Dahak. Has BKB, Dahak giving chase, and that's going to be the double Skywrath Mage ulti. Not enough damage. Dahak gets off his Gravekeeper's Cloak as Amar continues to stack up the damage. Notice as well is back. No refreshment. He's got an arena in a couple seconds as Uragi goes up to the high ground with the spider legs. Dahak continues to give chase as they have gotten through Amar. Laurel back onto Uragi, who does have the reincarnation at the ready and is going to need it for his second life.
Here comes the arena with Notice, as you said. Second life quickly dealt with, and that's Uragi losing all the advantage he kind of got in the last fight.
It's tough. And an Axe Blessing here. Maybe Punk? Laurel.
I think so, actually.
Laurel, up to the high ground here, where Sep does have vision.
Yep.
He's got his things and wards ready to scout. He's not making this mistake twice. They did catch him last time in a pretty brutal fight. Even disassembling the Arcanes, by the way, to go for the Aether Lens, just to increase his cast range a bit more. Also works with Blink, so he can stand a bit further back as he blinks forward now. That's a solo, which is on Dahak, but counter initiation from Notice as he goes in. They're sapping the damage from Dahak, but he uses the Gravekeeper's Cloak active as the fight breaks out around them.
Notice activated his BKB, though, but that's the first BKB used. Now the second one, second arena as well. That gives Amar the time to use his own BKB. Cheese has been used by Notice, and that might not save him. Amar is going between the arena. He's gonna find the kill. Notice is dead as BZM chasing after Dahak. This team fight seems over for BetBoom. I don't know if OG wants that, though.
Not sure either. Still have that second life. That is a dieback by the looks of things here on the Mars. As Laurel actually going into more aggressive. Uragi right on top of him, point blank. That's the first life. Life for a life, Avo. As they'll both be responding. Uragi first on 3 seconds into the stun for Laurel. Perfectly timed. The Lincolns wasn't ready. And OG was.
And here's one of the tricks that you can do with Impale or Ravage, right? You can't BKB off that. The Hex. Dahak. He could be in a difficult position.
He's got Uragi joining.
There's the Shackle for Soneko. They gotta cancel it, but they get the Impale for Dahak.
He got the cloak.
It doesn't really matter, Soneko. You are going to die. Dahak is gonna be next. They all high-five him, surround him, and pummel him to death. Respawn with Aegis. There is no time to actually use the BKB as long as the Impale's already in the air. And that's what we saw there for the puck.
Impale, Earthspike, and Ravage are these three kind of things.
Yes.
Because they literally travel and they're kind of their own hitboxes. So no chance there for the puck. As OG going straight for the win. They know there's no buyback on the puck. The Hawk, though, can do what he can. Doesn't have familiars even, Avo. Not much of a hero, as that's 1 tier 4 tower crumbling.
And they're going for more. The throne's gonna be soon exposed. They kill Force Major. That's a huge deal. He has to buy back immediately, but 40 seconds to Lamar's. Soneko's not here either. Seb just broke the max because why not? The creeps are not gonna join him in pushing this out. They're gonna lose BZM, who was sitting the throne here. There's the Winter's Curse, and they're actually gonna try to get the kills. They're going first for the Hawk here, and if they kill him, it's over. They actually killed the last 2 remaining heroes for BetBoom, and they finish with style. OG, they waited a while.
Got kill potential on Taiga. Very limited, of course, as Tether can get you through trees if your target's far enough.
Shackles. Okay, Force Major. Bottom lane. This might be the opportunity we're looking for, but notice we'll make sure that doesn't happen, at least for Yuragi. It'll be Seb who gets the first blood instead. And now with the help of the puck, they might get a second blood as well, but seeing the Pango TP, they decided against it. Dreamcoil instead for Laurel, to make sure that there's no way of escaping this.
I didn't catch notice. I was very surprised. I thought it would. I mean, not like it made any difference in that play.
And they're accomplishing 2 kills already on Yuragi. Laurel could be in trouble.
There's a
Dreamcoil
coil
still available. Yep, Laurel, though, fighting hard against BZM. There's the coil as he charges up the Rolling Thunder. They knew this was going to happen, and they punished him hard for it.
It's pretty major, right? Especially if they take a little bit of farm in this 9-minute camp.
Seb, Amar, and BZM, I'd say.
Ooh, good silence there.
Good
Laurel
silence.
has diffused all the inhibit, though, of course, will not slow BZM's illusory orb. They're about to hit this double timing as well, Avo. Maelstrom now is ready to go here. Should be flying on to the Hawk any second.
There's Arena. And Amar is going to be the target. Ice Blast used. The cold feed's on him. Amar will get frozen solid, but not before killing the enemy offlaner. He actually shatters immediately as the Hex plus Shackles catch BZM. They have a Rolling Thunder trying to go for Taiga, but they couldn't cancel relocate in time. Yuragi now trying to finish off Soneko, but Soneko tankier than he looks. Yuragi forced to run away. That Diffusal Blade timing huge.
Oh, Taiga TP'd back in.
Soneko now in trouble as they also shackle his teammates. Illusory will deal with him, and they've actually Dreamcoil Laurel. Shield Crash for a little bit more resistance. 36% gonna work in his favor. One last Swashbuckle misses, and Yuragi will get that kill without dying.
Yeah, okay. Blink Witchblade is going to melt these supports, especially because they have a ward here.
But Laurel, Dreamcoil, the Shackle is needed just to set up for the Illusory Orb. Well played here. However, Yuragi still stuck in the trees.
As he is, and now stuck inside the arena as they're going to look for Taiga first. Inside the server wards is Yuragi. Taiga still holding onto the relocate as it's been canceled even. That will condemn Yuragi. 3 dead though for BetBoom as Amar joins the fight onto the backlines. He's going to chop through Force Major here as BZM stuck inside the Sprout will win the mano-a-mano. Firestorm damage will tick down Force Major, resulting in a complete team wipe for OG. What do we call it? The old Ice Frog nudge?
Yeah. And a huge one here as Yuragi gets nudged into the grave.
Well, Amari might not even come through this one as Taiga. Do they have the right-click damage from? They do! My goodness, did you see that Greater Treants absolutely dunked on the Wisps, and Echo even thought about going through there. That actually got Amar to even look. So Taiga's like, yeah, you were right. Good job.
BZM in the top lane, he gets the kill on Soneko. Doesn't matter though, because Soneko just bought his Blink Dagger, so no gold lost there.
No good loss, yeah. Not the best. Oh, well, what's going on? Fiend's Gate. They're going to look for Dahawk. He actually sprouts, but Amar's got a bit of a route for himself as well. Ice Blast coming in to support, and they push Amar into the explosion. Taiga is going to go for the reload out and does successfully manage to evacuate his partner. But will they bring him back? They might consider it. It looks like Yuragi and Seb are actually running on over.
Yeah, they're nearby. They're biding their time. I think BetBoom knows something's going to happen. Amar comes back with a BKB. There's going to be a counter initiation. It seems like Taiga in a really good position. Can't get hit by the Rolling Thunder. As noticed, is being slammed by Amar. Sliced and diced. Noticed. Shot in the back and killed. Yuragi still chasing after Force Major, hoping for a kill, at least on a support. Activates BKB just for this. A Shackle shot will guarantee this. Laurel slowed by the Witchblade, but it still has a Swashbuckle. And in fact, BZM could have gone a bit too far.
Nice.
Shackles will be the one that cancels him.
Very good. Yeah, very well done there. Soneko goes, absolutely not. You get out of my base.
Fair enough. I get that. But the play by the Underlord was interesting.
I guess they were just strong. They had BKB. They felt strong, and for good reason, as they will blow through Soneko. Amar with his own BKB. Yuragi as well does have the link. The Hawk is losing his damage, losing the fight. He's going to TP out. Good Arena of Blood maybe makes the difference as it blocks the projectiles, at least of the puck, who gets immediately blown up by Laurel. 2 dead then for OG as they look for more. The bonk not enough to get through Yuragi. However, as Seb uses the last of his mana, trying to get the pick off onto Notice, but he lives on 100 HP, and now Laurel looking for +1. Dahawk is back with damage with mana, and getting the kill makes it 3 dead for BetBoom, because he knows he has the ability to simply come back. That was a TP, I believe. He did not use the teleport. I didn't see the little dance animation. As I hear a Shackle, it's over towards the middle lane, where they have caught a Pango. And the wind is blowing him back. Pango gonna make the jump in. Really nice job there on the roll-up yet again, but Soneko in more trouble as Yuragi immediately onto him. Notice doing his best, but they're coiled by 2. Serpent Ward's getting through Amar. He's also gonna die. They ice blasted him. Soneko's still alive. Someone needs to do a bit more damage. He gets another Ether Shock onto Seb. Down he will go. A 2 for 2 so far, as now Notice goes for more. Goodbye to Taiga. BZM will avoid it. He says, "Get down, me," and shoves his bodyguard in the way.
Yeah. SNY now finished on Yuragi, hoping to deal with the Shaman a little bit better here, but he gets caught. That SNY is not going to matter as they burst him way too quickly with a double damage on Pango.
Yeah.
I did want to touch on the point that you made earlier about the... Oh, sorry, wait. Notice has to kill Io first. The Taiga's like, oh no, Wraith back towards, save me. There is the spear, and he's going to die.
That's the Wraith back. Dies in 5 hits.
And it does. Laurel has the Rolling Thunder, also the roll-up. Ignores these strong winds by just protecting himself.
And it's really the shard, right, that makes the biggest difference there. Amar, by the way, he's going to have a harder time normally with the Centrifugal or a Max Hold. I thought they're going to hex him from the low ground immediately, and they go. They're going to try and get through Amar before the BKs can get off, and it looks like with the Ice Blast, that is all but a certainty as the Hawk doesn't even need the Ice Blast. Amar pings that they have vision there, and he'd be correct.
Not that bad.
Another smoke play coming. OG have just lost their vision around this area, though, as the Hawk gets the D ward, and they show themselves mid with the spells. Obviously, this was just for the move speed. They know that BetBoom are in the air, and they're looking for the jump, and Soneko's got a BKB. Seb starting to pile in the damage. Soneko traps himself inside the Serpent Wards and says, "I will die surrounded by snakes." Laurel doesn't want to die to a storm, though, but he is being taken for a walk as Yuragi has the leash, and Laurel has absolutely no way to escape Swashbuckle, but still surrounded by trees. He will go down, gets a final bash off. That'll connect at least the Ice Blast as the rest of BetBoom giving chase. The buyback on Soneko as Eve also finds himself leash. Trying to TP away is going to be Yuragi. Canceled, though. Here's at least the Wisp to try and top him up, but it's not enough healing. Dahawk, though, in a bit of a rough spot. Has TP, but he's bashed by Amar. They have nothing to see inside, though. The bash, not there, but the Pit of Malice of all things is going to cancel the TP and net them the kill onto the Prophet.
On point. Amar just barely getting the bash. Also the Pit of Malice. And with that, BZM is capable of going ham. Now finishing off the Mars. He's hoping for it. BZM instead finds the Ancient Apparition. Force Major will die for his offlaner to live. Notice is capable of making it back home, but perhaps not. BZM is crazy. He goes in deep underneath Tier 4s. TP's back home. Really showing them with a panic line.
Yeah, it was a mad fight, wasn't it, OG? 2 seconds for Dahawk, but even longer here. Another further 15 until they have noticed it back.
Dream Coil now hitting Shaman and the Ancient Apparition. Level 25 will make it so Shaman can't run away despite this BKB Force Major being pushed back as well and killed. Taiga does die in the middle of this engagement as Amar. He fights the Hawk head on. He gets the bash. The Hawk wants to kill Amar, but he's suffering against BZM. He does get the kill, though, against the enemy offlaner. As the Hawk, he held his ground. Now realizing it's time for him to retreat, BZM in a similar position cannot go ham this time. Yuragi also scattering like the wind. He's being chased down, however, by Notice. Blink Daggers available in 5.
Very eager to get back into the pit. They're at full strength now and have the outpost, so Soneko is coming back. A little bit lower on HP is Pango, but he's going to be regenning in the fountain and TP in momentarily.
Yeah.
The Hawk is trying to finish this one off, though.
Seb has a Blink Dagger, though. You gotta be careful with this. He sets up with a Gale Force, and look at Notice. He's being carried away. The puck now hitting him, preserving the potential high ground, but the arena prevents this.
Yuragi got Aegis.
Yuragi takes the Aegis, and now the Roche is going the way of OG. How are you gonna fight this, BetBoom? It seems like Force Mage is already down. Notice is being brought down as well by BCM. He's a bit too crazy. They find the Pango. Pango is in a bad position. Swashbuckle away, but that's not gonna save him. Razor has too much movement speed. Up to the high ground he goes. The Rod of Atos. Laurel is down. BetBoom at least saves the Hawk. But that's all they can do, Richie.
For their tier 3 neutral item here, which Razor is carrying and will probably carry until tier 5s come through, does allow you to walk out of the Sprout Leash talents.
Yes, but Puck does not have those spider legs. He could be in trouble. They broke his Lincolns. However, they don't know how long they can stay here. They don't know who else is a buy. Soneko activates his BKB. They want to punish Seb for his transgression, but the Dream Coil cancels both DPs. That level 25 once again coming into play.
Yuragi.
They're stuck here. The Hawk, he wants to run away, leaving Soneko to die, but that is gonna be a punishment for both. As the Hawk and Soneko lose their lives, the tips come out, and BetBoom on a knife's edge, Richie.
He's gonna end up opting for. Haven't seen.
Oh, he did it. 2.5 trait damage.
Relocate. They're going top.
They go on top. The relocate is going to be for Laurel, and that is a huge kill. However, he does have buyback. So
yes, he does.
Now you definitely force it. That's 98 seconds, way too much time. Aegis 46 seconds. We did see a BKB, right?
Yeah, because they're ready. They want to fight on the way back in, but Refreshing is going to fight again. Soneko not ready for this, even with his own BKB. As Dahak aiming for Taiga. Yuragi freed, though, by the BKB outside of the arena. Dahak's going to use one of his own. He's going to try and TP out of this using the scroll, and he is free to leave with no Dream Coil to stop him. But notice, he is held in place by Amar. Makes it 4 dead as Laurel buys back.
Yes.
Yeah. It still gives you a good amount of vision.
Yeah,
Top
and Radiant,
lane.
you gotta cut the trees.
Free kill there as BZM. He's going to look for revenge here onto Dahak. He's got a good amount of damage and he's winning the fight. Forces the BKB of Dahak. Soneko, though, could make the jump in, but Yuragi's also here. So Dahak, it makes this leash, trying to at least prevent anything from happening, but unfortunately he will end up dropping. The global mobility is just simply too high here.
Honestly, it's possible. I mean, they don't see the clear opportunity. I'd say that with Dahak dead, though, they can at least try to go for more kills and keep on bleeding the enemy team.
Yuragi sees him as well. Coil is not going to find him, but Amar's incoming. Soneko is going to drop the Serpent Wards and a good Ice Blast here onto 2. Laurel's going to turn himself around, but the puck gets himself out of trouble with the phase shift. Amar stuck inside the arena of blood, at least doing a good job controlling Dahak, who buys back but doesn't have BKB. If they can cancel this, it'd be huge, but Amar can't get the attack out in time. Laurel
also,
now
that would be a bash. That would be too lucky. Laurel
in trouble and might not be able to make it out here. Does not have buyback here. He's short. Just
oh no, they hit him. They hit him with a Wishblade. He's gonna be slowed. Revenant's Brooch. Too strong.
Ready. There's damage for Dahak. Out of buyback. Out of time. No mid laner. Very quickly gonna run out of buildings.
Yeah, dude, notice, just literally kicked into his base. BZM not letting anyone leave now with a shard for phase shift.
He's almost 30, by the way.
Dream Coil Rapid Fire coming into play.
Here it comes. Give it to him, baby. I want to see it.
I do. Wind Ranger, though, is stuck in the Sprout here. No Spider Legs to get out. But the Pit of Malice covers. And in fact, with the Gale Force, can they get a kill here? I noticed they certainly forced the BKB. But the Dream Coil will punish him regardless. There's the Ice Blast. Amar could be in a little bit of trouble. Activates the BKB. BetBoom literally cannot leave their fountain.
No, it's quite challenging here. Lots of fire and brimstone as Yuragi's going to go, screw this, let's end the game. Aiming for the tier 4 towers now. Has Refresh, has BKB, Eye of the Storm shortly here to aid the fight. Still 50 seconds without the Pangolier.
The Hex gets the IO. Now they commit the arena. They want to kill Taiga, but the Force Staff will save him right now as the Gale Force brings back BetBoom. And it's time for Yuragi to start doing damage, hoping for Force Major. He will be finished off. Noticed, gets to the fountain, but Soneko is not so lucky. Noticed, at least will live for now, but it seems like BZM is crazy with the Godlike Streak, kills him. Underneath the healing of the fountain, BetBoom will at least get a counter kill on BZM. They do punish him.
And everyone's going home. Oh, Taiga just makes out in time. Notice tossing the spear on the buyback, which is a second late. They may decide to come back through that. They still have the numbers advantage here, Avo.
Yeah, they do.
15. Here they go. Round 2. There goes the tier 4 tower. Ancient exposed. BetBoom. It's up to these 3 heroes versus the 4. Yuragi. BKBs to Hawk. In trouble. Doesn't have BKB for 25. He's losing the mono Amana because Amar is here with the auras. Yuragi will steal the damage. He's going to take the game, and the series as OG go 2-0 versus BetBoom.